video is from Matt Walsh. This is so funny because it is titled, "This has to be the funniest thing a protester has ever complained about." Let me take a guess. It has to be a young protester or anyway, before we dive into today's video, this video is from Matt Walsh. It's titled, "This has to be the funniest thing a protester has ever complained about." I don't know why I'm laughing, but I think we're going to have a good laugh in this video. Before we dive into it, my name is Ogechi. The first time here, hi, do us click on the red subscribe button, like this video, drop a comment on what you think about this video. Do not forget to turn on your post notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. I'm dropping my thoughts during the course of this video and after this video, so it's important that you please watch the end. Don't go anywhere. You guys, we're hitting 2,000, we're hitting 2,000, we're hitting 2,000. I'm super excited. Let's jump into the video.
Okay, we just talked about the Princeton hunger strikers yesterday, and I really hadn't planned on giving these people any more attention, but this, I can't not play this clip. I can't not play it. So here it is, watch.
This is absolutely unfair. My peers and I, we are starving. We are physically exhausted. I am quite literally shaking right now, as you can see. We are both cold and hot at the same time. We are all immunocompromised. And based on the university's meeting yesterday with some of our bargaining team, they would love to continue physically weakening us because they can't stand to say no to unjust murder. I will say I truly do not feel like I am doing anything special. This is my choice, and I would not spend my birthday doing anything other than being here and standing in solidarity with you all and standing in solidarity with our siblings and innocent people in Gaza. No matter how physically weak we may be, united we have never been stronger. Our resolve has never been
This is absolutely unfair. I'm being punched in the head right now. I have a headache. My head is throbbing. This is unfair. This is absolute. What is happening? The fist that is attached to my own arm, which is attached to my body, is slamming into my head, and this is unfair. This is completely unfair. I blame everyone but myself for this. It's basically what they're doing. It is unfair. They are refusing to eat, and therefore they are hungry. It is unfair that they should have to endure the inevitable physical consequences of the thing that they are intentionally doing to themselves. When actually, of course, not only is that not unfair, it's actually the most fair thing in the world. The most fair thing I've ever heard of is that someone goes on a hunger strike and now they're hungry. I can't think of anything more fair than that. That's, you have done a thing, and then it's a result that is so obvious that it's in the name of the thing you're doing. It's called a hunger strike. And so you're hungry. This is unfair. I've gone on a hunger strike and now I'm hungry. It's the level of entitlement is so psychotic at this point that it's hard to even understand what they're saying. Like, what do you want anyone to do about it? Eat some food. No one eats the food all around you. Eat. What do you want us to do? Do you want the university to tackle you to the ground and force feed you? Is that what do you want that? You want them to shoot you with tranquilizer darts and just put you on a feeding tube while you're unconscious? I mean, what do you want them to do? where we've got, we've reached a point of entitlement. It's like there needs to be and I don't like medicalizing everything, as you know, medicalizing the human condition. I'm against it, but you can make an argument for having something, and maybe we could call it entitlement psychosis or something like that. Because it's a real psychological phenomenon. And it's very new. It's a new phenomenon where people have such a sense of entitlement that it has actually driven them insane. We have people who are so self-entitled that they have been driven to the point of madness. You know, this is what happens when adults come to honestly believe that nothing is ever their fault, nothing is their responsibility. They are accountable for nothing. They are responsible for nothing. And they deserve whatever they want, whenever they want it, all the time. When you believe that, when you've been raised to believe that, it actually, I think it causes there's almost a form of psychosis. And we cannot have a functioning society with millions of adults with this mentality. And I know we all, for years now, we have all liked to tell ourselves, we have come up with this wonderful, reassuring fiction, this fairy tale story that these sorts of people, you know, they're in college and they're very entitled, they're entitled little brats, but, oh, you know what? When they get out into the real world, everything's going to change. When they get out into the real world's going to straighten them out real quick. They're going to understand. They're going to learn some things out in the real world. We like to tell ourselves that, but as we kind of whistle past the graveyard of our civilization, but it's not true, unfortunately. Because while we have been insisting that for years, that all of these entitled college kids will get out into the real world, and no, actually not, because the real world is increasingly run by these kinds of people. This is one of the problems. We have whole generations of people that are like this. Well, they take over the world eventually. And so the world, so it's we're living in a reality that is well, reality itself is not defined or governed by these people, but you know, we live in a system that is defined and governed by these kinds of people. And so what does that mean? It means that, like, that girl right there, and we can all hope, we can hope that she'll get out into the quote unquote real world and become a functioning member of society, but probably not, because we have a system that caters to these people. We have a system that says, like, look, if you're a self-entitled brat and you want to go around stomping your feet and having temper tantrums and believing that the world owes you everything, we have a system that says, okay, yeah, we want you to be that way, so we'll do everything we can to keep you like that. Because the people really running the system, they may not feel, you know, they may not share that delusion, but they're quite happy to have millions of people who operate that way, because those sorts of people are easy to control and easy to manipulate. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to...
I think one of the problems is because probably they have a system that indulges them, that enables them. In a country where, like mine, we don't have entitled young people all over the place, because we have no system to tolerate that. Like, our system does not tolerate any of those things. You don't even have the freedom to come out to say you're protest. First of all, can we address the fact that you are protesting, you're hungry, you need energy to actually protest. So it's only logical that while you're protesting, you are eating. Nobody cares about the fact that you're protesting and then if you want to protest, it's okay, protest, but eat. Make sure you have enough energy for what's coming your way. I remember there was a time we were doing an EndSARS protest in Nigeria. We had so many people donate to these young people. We had people who donated food. We saw they brought them camping nets, because these people were not joking. They were actually protesting. They were not joking, right? So they had people who sponsored them, who gave them food, water, drinks, camping nets, you know, things to help them. So that's the point of, you don't go protesting and then you say you're hungry, you've not eaten, your bodies are physically weak. My darlings, you need energy to protest. Anyway, I think one of the problems, or one of the reasons why we have entitled young people, is because probably you have a system that enables you. Yeah, because if you do not have a system that actually enables your entitlement, you actually grow up. And when you get into the real world, you know that, okay, the world doesn't revolve around you. Okay, anyway, kindly drop your thoughts and comments on what you think pertaining this video. I couldn't make out what the lady or the girl was saying. One of the things I heard her saying was that she is so tired, she's weak, she's standing in solidarity with some people, all of those things. But the fact that they are not eating is a big concern. You guys should eat. If you want to protest, but you need energy, you need food and water to actually, you know, be able to stand what is actually coming your way. Anyway, drop your comments and thoughts on what you think about this video. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye.